Whoa! What did we just watch? Real Madrid beat Celta. But should City be scared or excited? What did we just watch? Seriously! What was that? Real Madrid won the game. They got the 3 points. The scoreboard says 2-1 against Celta Vigo. But if you're a Real Madrid fan, you know the truth. That did not feel like a win. That felt like one of those nights where the result saves you. But the performance scares you, because let's be honest, nobody finishes. A game like that, feeling calm. You don't watch Real Madrid struggle like this. Look, this shaky. Make these kinds of mistakes and walk away thinking everything is fine. No. You walk away thinking, if we play like this against Manchester City, we could be in serious trouble.
Real Madrid 2, and that was a pure robbery if I've ever seen one. As a Real Madrid fan, if any Real Madrid fan is not honest about that, do you know what? You are part of the problem. You're part of this problem that Real Madrid face at this moment, completely masking our issues, masking our problems that led to that absolute scumbag of a shot from Valverde ricocheting all over the place, passing to the goal. Am I celebrating those goals? No. Am I celebrating the game? No. Am I celebrating the win? No. Because we are going to get absolutely ripped to shreds by Manchester City if we play like that. Just call it as it is. Don't shy away from the truth. Don't shy away from it. It's a robbery. It's a pure robbery if I've ever seen one in my life. That is how irate I am at this performance. Way that we were playing football was horrendous. Absolutely shocking beyond belief. How many times do we need to go wide? How many times do we need to circulate the possession round the defence? How many times do we need to play it sideways and backwards for us to do anything? Why are we continuously passing it for 50, 60 passes around the back? What is going on with this team? There's no cohesion at all in the players. How are we starting Brahim Diaz in 2026? This is a fraudulent performance. This makes me more irate than the Getafe loss. Because it's the same stuff. Same stuff that we're watching. Getafe, this, Osasuna, the same. It's the same. It's the same. It's the same.
This Real Madrid fan reacted like this right after the final whistle. And honestly, that reaction is exactly what a lot of Madrid fans are feeling right now. Not joy, not confidence, not relief, frustration, because yes, Madrid won. But they didn't convince. And that's what makes this game so dangerous. This is the kind of match where casual fans only look at the score and say, okay, Madrid got the job done. But the people who actually watched it, they saw something completely different. They saw a team that looked uncomfortable. They saw a defense that looked vulnerable. They saw a side that never fully gave the feeling of control. And that is why the reaction around this game has been so intense. Because the concern is not really about the result. The concern is about what this performance says about Real Madrid right now. At the exact moment, the season is about to get even bigger.
This team, honestly speaking, might be the end of me, man. My heart was about to end when Aspas hit the post in the 88th minute. And then Mendy with the last and then but we're only 1 point behind Barcelona. We are trying so hard just to stay on and hang on for that league title, even though we don't deserve to be anywhere near, even though we don't even deserve to be on 63 points, even though we don't even deserve to win this game. But Real Madrid 2, Celta Vigo 1 in a game which I don't know how we won, but we managed to get the 3 points. I don't know how, because in terms of tactics, in terms of the formation, in terms of what we did in the first half, nothing gave us a reason why we should leave with 3 points. Nothing. But I'll get to it in terms of the performance in the first half, the performance in the second half, which was an improvement compared to what we saw in the first half. And of course, what happened, how we won, and what Madrid has to face against City in the next couple of days.
And this creator said the following about Real Madrid's performance. That's the key point. Fans are not angry because Madrid dropped points. They, D-I-D in single quotes. Fans are angry because the team played far below the level expected from Real Madrid. And when that happens, just before a massive Champions League clash, nobody looks at it in isolation. Nobody says, it's only Celta. No, they immediately think about Manchester City. They think about the pace, the pressure, the quality, the punishment for every little mistake. And suddenly, this Celta win stops feeling like a positive result and starts feeling like a warning. Because if Celta caused this many problems, what is City going to do? That's the fear. And the media reaction after the game only made that fear stronger. Because a lot of the coverage wasn't celebrating the win. It was questioning the performance. The conversation after the match quickly became less about the 3 points and more about the clear weaknesses Madrid showed, especially without consistency and defensive control. Even parts of the media reacted strongly to what they saw. And one name ended up right in the center of that criticism, Trent Alexander-Arnold, because after the match, a huge part of the reaction focused on his display. Not only because of one decisive defensive error, but because he looked exposed in too many moments. And that matters. Because when Real Madrid bring in a player of that profile, the expectation is not just quality on the ball, it's composure, balance, and trust in big moments. But against Celta, that trust didn't seem to be there. When one player starts to look vulnerable, fans begin to question the whole structure around him. Because this is bigger than one mistake. This is about what that mistake represents. It represents a Real Madrid side that, at times, still looks too easy to hurt. Too easy to reach. Too easy to unsettle. Too easy to drag into chaos, and chaos is exactly what you do not want before facing Manchester City. This is why the mood around this win feels so strange. On paper, it's a successful night. Emotionally, it feels like bad news. Because this was not one of those ugly wins where you can still see the strength underneath. This was an ugly win that made people question the team, question the defense, question the rhythm, question the mentality, question whether this group is truly ready for what comes next. And that brings us to the next major issue, Jude Bellingham. Because as Real Madrid now prepare for Manchester City, one of the biggest talking points is whether Bellingham will be fully ready. And that changes everything. Because Bellingham is not just another starter in this team. He brings intensity. He brings physical presence. He brings timing. He brings that energy that can lift Real Madrid emotionally when the game starts slipping. And when the team is already showing cracks. The idea of going into a massive Champions League game with doubts around Bellingham only makes the pressure even heavier. That is why this Celta game matters so much more than the scoreline suggests. Because it wasn't just a league win, it was a preview of the current emotional state of the team. And right now, that emotional state looks unstable. There is talent, of course. There are stars, of course. There is always danger in a Real Madrid shirt. But confidence, conviction, control. That's where the doubts begin. And now Madrid fans are split into 2 camps. One group says, relax. Great teams win even when they play badly. Real Madrid still found a way. And that argument is fair. But the other side says, against Celta, maybe you survive like this. Against City, you get punished. And right now, that second opinion feels louder because that's the fear supporters can't shake. This wasn't a performance. That makes you say, let City come. This was a performance that makes you say, we have to improve immediately. And that reaction right there may be the most honest summary of this entire situation because it captures what so many people are thinking. Real Madrid won. But they may have shown Manchester City exactly where they can be hurt. That is the real story after this. Match dot, not the result, not the 3 points, not the final score. The real story is the feeling this performance left behind. A bad feeling, a nervous feeling, a feeling that something is not right. And in football, those feelings matter, especially before the biggest nights, because the truth is, Manchester City will not care that Madrid won. They will care about the spaces they saw, the hesitation they saw, the defensive weakness they saw, the instability they saw. That's what makes this so serious. Real Madrid escaped with the result. But did they also walk into the City game carrying even more pressure? That's the question. And if they don't raise their level fast, this could become a very painful conversation in the next match. So, yes, Real Madrid beat Celta Vigo after watching that performance. The real debate is not whether Madrid got the job done. The real debate is this: did Real Madrid survive? Or did they just give Manchester City every reason to feel confident? If you enjoyed this kind of Real Madrid analysis, make sure to subscribe right now and leave a like on the video, because that helps the channel a lot and tells YouTube to push this content to more Madrid fans. And now I want to hear from you. Should Manchester City be worried about Real Madrid or excited after what we just saw against Celta? Let me know in the comments.